Vroom. Hello guys, karibuni. How are you? Mko aje? Ah, so it's on a Thursday. A great day, yeah, it has been, and for sure worthwhile of learning. I took one trade today, and yeah, I've learned something today, and let's get cracking. Let's get into it. So, starting from the higher time frame, the daily. Hopefully, it will not be dirty that much. We can see something. So, um, I was trading at around 7, and let's see how price played out. So, uh, I guess I I wrote my journal. I don't know how I can share my journal, but we'll find a way. So I was watching this candle here, this bearish candle around this zone. The candle, you can see how it played. It rallied higher. The high is at around this. I guess you can say that dot. The high, that's the high of this candle, this bullish candle there, and I drew this line here, that pinkish line, this line, how the shit, this, yeah, that pink line, I drawing it as the 4-hour order block. Let me clear this fib. You can see this 4-hour order block there. So I wanted to see this candle close below it, below this pink line, which you can see it did at around 4 a.m. So this candle started at around 1 a.m. and closed at 4. It closed as I had anticipated. You can see we had this buy side liquidity above there. This labeled that Asia buy side liquidity was taken by this candle. We'll drop down to the lower time frames and see how it played out. We can see this box or this rectangle there labeled the Asian range has not yet been taken, and hasn't been taken. So let's drop lower and explain what I'd really seen and the lessons I've drawn today. So we can see here at around this time, at around 3 a.m. I was watching this market. The Asian range, this box here, was cleared, and we saw this rejection down by this candle, whereby these candles closed inside this liquidity. Okay, so as this candle closed, I dropped lower to the 15, so that I can read how price had played. So below here, at this point, hapa hivi, so hapa means here. So we can see how these candles were retracing lower, you see, and I marked these box there around the 30 minutes time frame. You can see we had these in fair value gap. These, I'm referring to this box, yeah, whereby we had these candles low, this candles low, and this candles high. It created that fair value gap that was at a premium of this price leg, of this bearish price leg. Yeah, look, yeah, at this bearish price leg from this high to this low. Let's see, using the fib. The Fibonacci is my favorite tool, but today I missed something, so I'll tell you what it is. You can see there we had these 4-hour order block at the constant encroachment. This 4-hour line was at the constant encroachment of this price leg, so I wanted to see price retrace to that 30 minutes fair value gap, then rally lower, but dropping lower 5 minutes. I was watching this chart form. We can see it rallied it rallied higher. It rallied down to that 30 minutes fair value gap and went higher, and I spotted it rallied to a 3 minutes fair value gap. Let's drop down and see the 3 minutes fair value gap. This fair value gap, that's where the candles were closing at the top to the 5 minutes. Then, because I wasn't trading, because my time New York session at around 7 had not yet reached yet, so I was considering these moves as a time distortion, okay, till the New York is reached. But this is not the trade I took. The trade I took was a loss. This here is after I was watching price, like trying to find what I did wrong, what I did right. So my entry is that same, but my stop losses, my stop loss was above this high, and definitely 1 to 2 I was targeting the Asian lows. Yeah, I was targeting the Asian lows, so it was a 1 to 2.6. So while watching it, we can see how price played around this zone, letting this gap to be a breakaway gap. Price narrowed low, it created a low, so I wanted to see a low form, then rallied higher, and you can see how this candle respected the 30 minutes fair value gap. They closed at the constant encroachment, but the wicks were doing the damage. Then this candle rallied lower, and this candle formed, so an market structure shift formed around this zone, so a fair value gap forming, a market structure shift at our 30 minutes point of interest with a bearish confirmation from the 4-hour chart. Also, the Asian lows have not yet been cleared, so it was a clear sign for me to buy. That's why I'm saying, despite it was a loss, it was a loss worthwhile of learning, but it was a good trade with my confirmations very clear. So I took this trade here. I guess I dropped to the 3 minutes chart, where I saw this fair value gap, and these low of this bullish candle. So that's where exactly I took my trade. So I pressed my sell button, so maybe here it had so yeah, that's where I took my trade. Yeah, and price started playing lower well until this point when it started retracing. We had news today, so I was anticipating to see the news push prices lower, but that didn't happen. So what happened is, you can see this arrow. Wanted to see price react from this zone lower, so we can see the news took us out, rallied higher, and something I'll tell you why. Because I've learned something. Yeah, so rallied higher until this point between 10, these two lines, this 10 and 11, where my my setup has formed for sure. And if I was keen on something that I missed, I would have gotten this trade. So losses are there and are inevitable, of course, but they are there that we can learn. Okay, so yeah, so around this zone here, prices rallied lower, again higher for a reason. Then at around this zone, that's where we can see these lows being cleared, a market structure shift forming a fair value gap there that was traded into. Then the market sharply rallied lower, but of course our Asian lows have not been taken, so the market rallied lower, and we can see now it's retracing, I guess, to the constant encroachment. Then it might rally further lower. So let's get why we had this price action higher. So using these indicator over here, it shows us the premium and the and the and the discounts levels of the previous day. You can see these: previous day low, previous day equilibrium, previous day high, previous day high, previous day equilibrium, and the low down there. And here we have a table that's showing us the AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We have time to close, and we have the time frame. So currently the 15 minutes is remaining with the 4 hours. It is at its distribution phase. The 30 minutes remaining with 19 minutes to close. It's at manipulation. 1 hour 49 minutes remaining. It's at its accumulation. 4 hour at 3 hours remaining at accumulation, whereas the daily, it's at the distribution with only three hours remaining. Okay, so we can use these. By the I've seen something, I've noticed something I'll be watching tomorrow or going onwards, because the daily we'll be watching, it shows us when the market is under consolidation. We can see this is the accumulation phase, we had this manipulation phase. So this table was telling us it's this manipulation phase, and now we had this distribution. So I'll be watching this. This is the first time I've spotted, but it's a learning thing. So something I had spotted is, as we were watching, I was also considering GU, because they are symmetrical, they move the same. So as I was comparing GU, I spotted while identifying what might have gone wrong. By the way, over here something was confusing me, but generally we know we don't sell while in discount, nor do we buy where in premium. We sell in premium while we sell in discount. So here the Asian laws had been taken in GU, but in EU the Asian laws had not been taken. Okay, so that's number one thing. Okay, but in GU they had been taken, but the highs had not yet been taken. At around 4:15, when GU had taken the Asian highs, GU had not yet taken the highs. You can see it over here. The highs are over. This is the Asian range, by the way. That's the Asian range. So we can see the highs are still intact despite EU clearing its Asian highs. So we saw this pull lower. Then during news, the highs were taken, and you can see here the previous daily low, equilibrium, and high. Because they're symmetrical, they move the same. We sell at premium. Okay, so market had to retrace to the premium level and then sell off. We saw this high move, or the news propagated rush the price to the equilibrium, so that a sell-off will be taken. A sell-off should come into play. Okay, so that's how price played, and you can see here how it played clearly. We had a dip into the premium level. We had these huge down close candle here, a rally up, this fair value gap. If you go to the 5 minutes, we can spot something over there. Yeah, you can see these move lower with a fair value gap there, and then price drop. Going to our EU, the same has happened, but in the EU you can see the previous day high was tapped into. But why? Because the GU had to, you see, had to tap into equilibrium for it to sell. So this market moved the same, and for a sale we must tap into premium. Okay, yeah, and also this table will be keen, so I'll be looking into it. So yeah, so that was today, one trade taken. So I'll be watching this price, but no trade, just price taping. We saw that drop down. The fair value gap I had drawn was from this high to this low. I wanted to see price retrace into into premium, okay, for a continuation lower. Yeah, so the premium has been tapped into, so I want to look for confluences going down. Yeah, so that is it for today. So guys, thank you for being here. Nawapenda sana, I love you so much. So please hit that like button, smash the notification bell, subscribe, so that whenever I'm uploading, we might learn together, get to draw lessons, because this is another journal. To some extent, every day I do write my journal, and see, and the way I do write my journal is I start with my morning plan, highlighting what am I anticipating to see the market do, highlighting the levels, taking screenshots of that. I put it in my journal, because my journal has pictures, images, and also notes. So I do that in the morning, uh, journaling until when I'm trading, I journal my feelings, and at the end of the day I do my daily recap. Okay, then I come, I'll do a video. This is another journal, so it's a nice thing to do. Yeah, so thank you guys for being here. Please like the video. Today I'll be doing these kind of short videos that are clear with lessons. Also, something I noticed, by the way, over here is we had these relatively equal highs. You can see them, these equal highs over here. So they were tapped into, then the market sold off. Also over here, GU, we have SMTs. You can see there, I've labeled SMTs. They're high. These Wednesday 8:30 a.m. high had not been cleared, has not been cleared till today. So going to EU, we see that high 8:30 Wednesday high was cleared today. So with these relatively equal highs above these, so it's nice thing to learn, and also to train my eyes to see, and I guess things will be all right, all right, all right. So until next time guys, I'll be here to teach, to journal each day, every day. I moved to from futures to euros because of various reasons I gave out on my previous video. So yeah, we good. So until next time guys, be safe. By the way, these brown box there, don't be worried. It's I marked it as a breaker, because we have this low, high, lower, low. So the last down close candle is a breaker. So that's my label breaker. So don't be worried. Guys, I've explained everything. So until next time guys, be safe, and let's talk. Bye.